Beware of the words good and evil. They roll so easily off the tongue, but they are not innocent. They are ancient axes, sharpened by myth and wielded by empire. They are binary swords meant to divide what is, in truth, inseparably entangled. To speak in terms of good and evil is to somewhat flatten reality. It is to reduce the infinite nuance of being into a two-dimensional moral cartoon. It pretends at clarity, but at great cost. The cost of understanding, or the cost of compassion, and oftentimes the cost of truth. Good and evil were once sacred concepts. In the oldest stories, the hero and villain were often one and the same. The dragon you slay is the one in your own chest. The devil is not out there. It is your own disowned hunger, your own unmet grief, or your fear of death. But in modernity, and especially with political and religious institutions, they have weaponized these words. They become tools for control. You are good, they are evil. And especially the worst groups all train their members to think that their adversaries are evil. No dialogue necessary, no mirror held up, just a green light for crusade or for colonization or for drone strikes or for any type of silencing. And psychologically, these words are toxic because once someone identifies as good, they can slow or stop growing. Why reflect when you are righteous? Why change when you are chosen? And those labeled evil, they become unhuman or disposable or burnable. The moral boundary becomes a license for cruelty. Now, this does not mean we deny harm or, of course, relative atrocity. There is real darkness in the world, genocide, pedophilia, and lies so vast they drowned out generations. But to go into Toontown and just call it evil and stop there is to shut the book before we've even read all the reasons. We must ask, what series of bad decisions set up the circumstances for this? What created this violence? What wound does it express? Or what truth was never witnessed? Because evil is not an essence. It is a symptom of disconnection, of trauma, of forgetting. And good is not purity. It is integration. It is the ability to embrace shadow without being possessed by it. So better to speak and frame these instead more in spectrums such as light and dark, or wholeness and wounding, or awakeness and asleepness, or most of all, love and fear. Let us reclaim the language which does not live in hard black and white binary dualities. For in binary material reality, from sunrise to sunset, is a full spectrum from light and dark and all the way in between, as nature is a massive spectrum. And that is the point, not to judge, but to heal, not to punish, but to understand, not to divide the world into just saints and sinners, but to remember that we are all somewhat both and more, far more.